Hi everyone, this is Norris Tony coming back to you all with another video. I'm going to read from our Walk in Faith prayer book. I'm going to read a Bible verse and I'm going to read a prayer. And I will walk among you and will be your God, and ye shall be my people. This is from the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 12. Here's the prayer. Each life that touches ours for good is a reflection of God's love for us. God never stops telling us, I love you. God invites us to run into his protective embrace. Truly, God is our beneficent provider. Okay, I'm going to read an article from Vibe.com. Okay, I'm going to get right into it. Tory Lane's dad says Megan Thee Stallion has been forgiven by his family. What a joke. But let's get into this foolishness. Tory Lane's father shared that he, Tory, and their family have forgiven Megan Thee Stallion for her allegations that his son shot her. In an Instagram live on Thursday, January 12th, Lane's dad, Sonstar Peterson, expressed on camera. This might come as a shock to many of you, but guess what? Both my son, myself, and others of our family have long decided that we are not going to hold any animosity against Megan P, aka Megan Thee Stallion. We forgave that girl a long time ago. A long time ago. The former pastor added, we know that the principle of forgiveness is important in order to cleanse one's heart, to cleanse one's soul, and to not be bound up with hatred. Hatred, resentment, bitterness, those things can actually diseases of the bones. It has been proven and it can cause sickness in your body because you're holding on to something that is negative against the real life force in your life. Despite forgiving Megan Thee Stallion for whatever reasons he feels are vague, he shifts his focus to fighting the machine for justice in Tory's case. Some will no doubt actually question, is he actually saying that Tory forgave Megan for all of what's going on? He radically asked, yes, we have forgiven her, but what we will not back down from is the machine. What machine? Sonstar nicknamed the justice system the machine after his son was handed his fate at the end of the year. While in court, Mr. Peterson was forcibly removed from the room for blurting out that the court system was wicked and that the prosecutors were evil. No, your son is wicked and evil. That's who's wicked and that's who's evil, your son. But cameras caught up with Tory's father outside the courthouse where he began to name those who he felt were to blame for his son's demise. After naming Megan Thee Stallion's attorney, Alex Spiro, and Roc Nation's COO, Desiree Perez, he proclaimed the whole wicked system of Roc Nation, including you, Jay-Z, you who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bart- barterated the souls of young men, and you're still doing it. Roc Nation manages Megan. On December 23rd, 2022, Lanes was found guilty on all three charges: felony assault with a semi automatic firearm, possession of a concealed unregistered firearm, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. His sentencing has been delayed from January 27th, 2023 to February 28th, 2023, and he has changed his legal representation. The 30-year-old has hired attorney David Kenner, who is known for beating Snoop Dogg's 1993 murder case. He's also represented Suge Knight in another case in the 90s. See, no, we don't want to see Sonstar Peterson's Instagram video. We don't need to see that mess. Absolutely not. And Suge Knight is behind bars as we speak, so that lawyer couldn't do much for him. But yeah, Daddy Lanes, or should I say it, Daddy Leprechaun Peterson, shut up. Don't nobody care about what you have to say. You know, you wait until now, or should I say till last month, when your son was found guilty to finally say something. Why didn't you say something in 2020 when your son was first accused of shooting Megan? Why didn't you come up forward and say nothing then? You such a former preacher, a pastor, and you so vocal, but you didn't say nothing in 2020. And why didn't you talk to your son after he attacked Prince from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? Why didn't you say something to your son when he attacked August Alsina last year? So it's like, sir, you didn't have opportunities to talk to your son and then, try to reason with your son on his outbursts, his violent outbursts and bad behavior. But you ain't said nothing. You have not defended your son publicly or said anything until now. So it's like you ain't been saying nothing. So you don't need to speak now. Ain't nothing wrong with you feeling the way you feeling, but we don't care. That's the thing. We the people don't care about your feelings and we don't care about you. A jury found your son guilty, sir. They found your son guilty of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. So he did it. According to the jury and the judge, he did it. So I don't know what you talking about allegations that Megan made allegations against my son saying he shot her. He did shoot her. According she said it, and also Kelsey said it. When it first after it first happened, she said it, and the jury and the judge said that he did it. So what is you talking about, sir? You sound stupid. You sound delusional. You need to go somewhere and sit your behind down and pray. Get on your knees and pray that your son can beat these charges. Your son has not been sentenced yet, so he can't file an appeal. So after sentencing, he can file an appeal then. Or after his sentence, then he can file an appeal. So once he do that, then that's when you need to start praying that he can win that appeal. So save all your energy and your voice and your mouth till then. Other than that, right now, people are laughing at you, sir. They making fun of you because you sound, like I said, you delusional. You sound dumb. Like a dum-dum pop. You sound foolish and you talking about you forgive Megan for what? What has she done to your son? What did she do to your son to be forgiven? She has not done anything wrong. She didn't do anything to be forgiven for. So what is you talking about? You forgive her. You better hope that she forgive your son for what he did to her foot with his gun. That's what you need to hope that she forgives your son. You better hope your son get forgiveness. That's what you need to do. You need to apologize. You and your son need to apologize to Megan for what he put her through, for what he did to her. And you better pray that you better ask her for forgiveness and pray that she gives her forgiveness. That's what you need to do. You are in no position to talk about who you forgive and who you forgive. Megan was the victim. Or should I say, she's the victim here, not your son. Your son is the guilty party. So if anything, he should be sorry, and so should you for this foolishness that you talking about. I could see where your son get his bad behavior from. I could see where your son get his foolishness from, his stupidity from you. Because you sound dumb. Like I said, you just coming out of nowhere, just saying all these crazy things, and you're not even thinking about what you're saying. You just talking, and then you calling the justice system the machine. You know what I'm saying? You and your son is the, or should I say, your son is the wicked machine. He's the evil machine. He's the one at doing what a machine do, and that's shoot people. So don't sit up there and talking about the justice system and the jury and stuff. They was doing their job. That Megan's lawyer and that jury, they got Megan justice. So they was doing their job. They was following the law, something that your son was breaking the law. Your son could not follow the law, and that's why he's where he's belong. That is why he is where he belongs for now in jail. So, and he needs to stay there until he can learn a lesson from all this. That's something that you need to pray for, that your son can learn a lesson from doing what he did so he won't repeat the same mistakes when he get out of jail. So like I said, save all that pray or save all that talk for your son. You need to be talking to your son instead of talking to the viewers. If anything, talk to his fans. That's something you should do. Address his fans. Ask his fans to pray for him that he gets out. That's what you need to do. Ask his fans for prayer. If anything, ask for prayer, and you need to be praying for your son instead of talking all this stupidness about forgiving Meg. She ain't did nothing, nothing at all. If anything, you should, like I said earlier, you and your family need to give her a public apology for your son's bad behavior. Well, really, he need to be giving her a public apology. He shot her in public, so he needs to give her a public and a private apology. So, like I said, Mr. Daddy Leprechaun Peterson, go somewhere and sit down. Sit down. Save your energy to help your son. Because what you doing now, you only making matters worse. You're not helping your son at all. You're not helping his case. You only driving people further away. So like I said, you've been in the background, you need to stay in the background. Because, like I said, nobody wants to hear nothing you have to say. We are not interested in anything you have to say because you don't have the brain smarts to be talking. You're a clown. You're a joke, just like your son. And that's another thing. He gets his clown like behavior from you, and his bad behavior from you. You call yourself so holy, but you got yourself kicked out the courtroom for acting like a fool when he got found guilty. You had to be escorted out the court because you was yelling and doing these bad outbursts, screaming and saying stupid words. So, like I said, you in no position to be forgiving nobody. So figure out what you trying to forgive Megan for. When it should be the other way around, when you should be asking her for forgiveness. But anyway, like I said, man, sit this one out, Daddy. Sit this one out. Have several seats. I'm putting you on timeout because you need to be on timeout. Okay, so screw you and up yours. Okay, because we do not care what you have to say. Because we are going to probably laugh and joke at everything that you say. But anyway, that's all I have to say. So I hope you all like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like. Thanks for watching. You all, like I said, the more likes I can get, the more it helps me and it helps my channel. So thanks for watching. Like the video and have a good night and enjoy your weekend. Peace.